all the steel drums going on today. Yesterday it was a little more quiet, but today I've got them loud and clear.
That wasn't you on stilts, was it, Karen? You and Tom?
I can confirm that I have never been on stilts in my entire life.
Not too late. Maybe this weekend.
No, I'm thinking there would be numerous limbs broken should that ever be attempted on my behalf anyway.
Nice start for Lydia today, by the way.
Yeah, she's really pulling it back. Really was not very Lydia-like yesterday. Was missing some shots left, but seems to have got things much better on track right now. Just been steady golf today. A couple of birdies in there. 3 birdies thrown in there.
Oh, it's a bit of an odd putt there. She's such a strong putter. You don't often see her miss by very much, but looked quite a bit off with both the speed and the line there.
How many tees in the back of the...
Some players are superstitious about that, how many they must have before teeing off. Well,
Lydia now.
Also known for her short game skills, not just chipping, but putting as well. Pretty straightforward from here.
Never a doubt. Good first 9 holes for Lydia. They flipped the 9.
Playing just a hint downwind today. Still, the wind is not very strong, but it's just enough to give this hole a little help. You've got bunker and tree down the right. You've got a bunker that's short of that on the left as well, kind of giving the sort of appearance that a fade shot would be ideal, which really does suit Lydia's game. She's been teeing the ball down a little bit lower today. And this one's fading down towards that right side.
could be potentially blocked there.
Just 1 bogey through her first, what is that now, 28 holes. Lydia Ko in this group with Charlie Hull and Hannah Green, and it's been a nice bounce back for Lydia, who struggled especially early yesterday. She's 3 under through her first 9 holes, and this is more like the Lydia that we saw last year, Karen, and her whole career, let's face it.
Absolutely. And you know, from this point though on the green, it's uphill, and I think it wants to move just a hair left as the ball approaches the hole. But much more consistent golf from Lydia today, taking advantage of some of those holes and just using the putter more to her advantage.
The last 2 putts on 9 and 10, a little uncharacteristic for Lydia. Not quite having, I feel like every putt she hits has a chance to go in, and that one never really did.
Short on 9 and long on 10.
In the mental game.
Comebacker for Lydia for par.
Yeah, not an easy one. It's downhill.
Underwater. Charlie Hull was in contention there. Nelly wound up winning it yet again. This area just hammered. Here's Lydia.
Quite the aggressive drive there, Morgan.
Yeah, with her playing a fade, not really looking at that left bunker, but as you can see, not too far from her right there, brings that right penalty area.
2015, her 11th season, 2 wins to her credit. We know how hard it is to win. Lydia has made it look easy. She's the winningest player of her generation with 22 LPGA titles and now in the Hall of Fame. This for birdie.
Not a bad place to putt from. It's uphill, it's going to move a little to the left. She keeps so still with her head.
That was a good-looking roll. She stayed in her posture just so steady. Everything other than her arms, her lower body was like it was in cement there. It's a good thing to think about. Trying to work on your putting game. Keep that lower body really set in. Not a lot of movement. Take some practice swings up against a door jamb.
She had that wrist taped at times last year. Said it's not an injury, just something she monitors. And obviously 3 wins. Got that 75th anniversary pin on the hat. LPGA celebrating its diamond anniversary season. Lydia for birdie at 14.
And this also just a bit uphill for Lydia. Hit a decent shot in here. Give herself an opportunity.
She was 3 over early yesterday in her opening round and trying to fight her way back, make the cut. Lydia on December 31st in the New Year honors was named Dame Companion of the New Zealand Order of Merit. I know you all talked about that a bit last week at the Grand Vacations Tournament of Champions. Another honor for Lydia. At this hour of Top Tracer Technology is presented by Progressive Insurance.
Lydia has a 5-iron out here for the shot, and I think it's slightly easier today with the change in wind direction, being into the wind. Longer iron, you should be able to get it to stop a little bit quicker. This one's going down the left.
Let's stay.
She just seems a little bit out of sorts with her golf swing this week. Looked really solid last week.
Second shot for Lydia Ko at 15.
Sitting in a little nest of Bermuda.
How about what she told you, Morgan, that when she comes to Florida, she brings different wedges? She told you that at your foundation event earlier this year.
Yeah, she went off on a conversation about how she really changes the bounce and changes potentially different weighting and for the different grasses. I never did that, and I think the rest of us sitting there were kind of like, huh, we were getting a lesson in an insight. And
well, Yealimi Noh, 23-year-old from Northern California, makes her home in the Dallas-Fort Worth area now. Solheim Cup player a few years ago, and finding that kind of form again. Yes, Yealimi almost won Evian as a teenager back in 2021. Got that long putter going.
And we talked about it yesterday. Minjee, certainly. Yealimi is part of the small contingent. She put that putter in the bag last year.
Played really well at the end of last.
She embodies what it means to act like a founder.
And this player, you could say the same about, couldn't you? Lydia Ko. She needs to pick up at least a shot, Karen, here in the last couple.
Well, she's not shying away from it here. So she's got 214 to the front, 231 to the hole. And with her little fade, she can start this one at the left bunker and let it drift a bit to the right. And this one's at the left bunker, no, it didn't drift. Oh, and that might be awkward.
It kicked hard into the left side of the bunker. We'll see how close that golf ball is to the back lip. Might have careened around into a flatter lie. But still, that's not a bad play, as long as the lie is playable.
A touch thin, but gonna have a chance for a birdie.
All right, so Lydia, we saw her second shot go careening around that bunker area left of the green. This to get right onto the cut line, Karen.
I know. It wasn't actually, it didn't end up in the bunker, ended up in the grass around the bunker. Played quite a nice little shot to hit, to be honest. To have this opportunity, she's going to have to rely on this putter right now to give herself a chance at the weekend. Still a chance at 18, but you don't want to wait that long. There you go, Lydia.
3 over yesterday, 3 under today, and right. Lexi and Yealimi Noh were teammates in the 2021 Solheim Cup team at Inverness, Toledo. Here is Yealimi at the par 5.
Lots of length here. Just an iron into this green. Beautiful shot. Wonderful height to that approach.
Fell all the way down to nearly 300. And over at the 6th, this to take the lead for Yealimi Noh.
Her ball strike, we talk about boring golf. It's been on full display this week. Hit every green so far today. This one, a shot earlier than regulation as well. Easy birdie.
It's great to see a young player who has fought through some adversity early in her career. She's back into the top 70 in the Rolex rankings after dipping down, as I said, near. All right, so Yealimi Noh, who is 7 under on her round today with 3 holes to go. As this at the par 3 7th, we've seen players attack the short par 3.
And with the way her iron play has been so far this week, nearly flawless, this would be one she's looking to get really tight. A fortuitous kick there off the side. That'll be a very quick putt down the hill.
Almost made par. All right, this is Yealimi Noh to take the lead at the 7th.
Quick and a lot of break in this one right here. That's an excellent effort.
All right, she'll stay at 10 under par as we send it down to Tom Abbott.
Yeah, here with Jinhee Im. Now, Jinhee is...
All right, Tom has dropped back to catch up with Yealimi Noh, our co-leader, at the 8th.
That's about 88 yards for no. This is all over the flag. 50-degree wedge. Yeah, really good, that one.
And that to take the lead. Okay, so no harm done. This is Yealimi. This is inside the leather, even if you had a regulation length putter. A birdie to take the lead. And how about Yealimi Noh, Morgan? 63 if she pars the 9th.
Look at those 5 birdies in her last 6 holes, and one of those was a 2-putt birdie. She was on the
She wondered if there was something wrong with her. She couldn't get a win. She's contended so many times, and did she ever get a big one? Down the stretch, rallying to win at Evian in a big way. First major championship. As we take you back to the par 3 9th and our new leader, Yealimi Noh.
Yeah, it's a pretty stout par 3 this. Breeze has begun to kick up. It was supposed to strengthen this afternoon. Not going to be too much of an issue, but certainly a factor here. This is a 4-iron for Yealimi Noh, who is a terrific ball striker. Has hit every green so far today. And this one on a good line, just right of the flag. See if it's the right length.
thinking like it might be long based on her. Oh, the first green she's missed today.
Still going.
It's going to be off a little bit of a downslope there to an elevated green. Won't be easy.
He's had it dialed in today. Work cut out on the last. Of 18. First time she hadn't won on any tour anywhere. So Yealimi Noh hit her first 17 greens, but here at the par 3 9th, her final hole of the day. She's gone a little deep and now trying to figure out a way to get into the par. Taking a look here.
Yeah, she's just waiting for Bailey Tardy to play. She's going to miss the cut, so she's playing quite quickly. But, yeah, Yealimi Noh's ball is lying actually in pretty fluffy grass. Sometimes on this golf course, in these old Donald Ross golf courses, you don't find a new Donald Ross, by the way, but these old Donald Ross golf courses, you can get quite tight lies around the greens, but this one's got a bit of grass behind it, which I think Morgan makes it a bit simpler. But what's strange is she wouldn't have really chipped the ball much today. So suddenly on the final hole, she's going to have to come up with a pretty nice touch here. It is uphill to the green, as you can see, with that big fall off behind the green. And then on the green, there is some uphill slope to the flag. But once you go past the flag, it falls away. So she's got a pretty lofted wedge out here.
Good explanation of why this is one of the hardest holes today. See your spot, last bit of advice from her caddy there. Just pinpoint exactly where you want to land it. Does she need to bump it, Tom, or can she land it on the green?
I think she can land it on the green because it is a little bit uphill. Yeah, aggressive play. Just needs to sit down now. That was the problem. Probably pitched it too far into the green there, and it just, once you get past the hole with any speed, it runs away. The good news is she's now got to putt back uphill to save her par.
It's just a little bit quick there in the transition, in the rhythm. Didn't keep the face of the wedge open enough through the shot. Didn't have that almost haunt you the rest of the day. Has to really wipe that from her memory, especially when it's on the first hole.
Yealimi Noh, first-generation American. Parents from Korea, grew up in Northern California. Has this for par, and the low score, Tom, for the first couple of years of golf here at Bradenton.
Yeah, good look here, back up the hill. Just moved on her. I think with that tee shot as well, that the wind is more across than into, and so I think that's the issue that she had with that tee shot. It looked really good from the tee, and I think walking away with a bogey, you'd feel a little bit hard done by with the quality iron shot that she hit in, but I think there was just a bit of a misjudgment with the direction of that wind.
She kind of knew immediately after hitting that tee shot that it was going to be a little bit long. Unfortunate end to just a fantastic day, but still very much in control here in Bradenton.
It ties the low score.
Not yet, so she's just going through the numbers, but it's pretty good reading when you look at that card, Yealimi. You turned it on your second nine, which was the front nine of the golf course. What clicked for you?
Well, I just hit it really well today. 18 was the only green I missed, and a lot of putts dropped in. My tempo was really good today, so just made it simple, fairways and greens.
What did you do over the off-season to prepare for this kind of quality golf that we saw today?
Yeah, I practiced a lot. I worked out a lot in the gym, getting my body ready for this season. San Francisco, Dallas, all my trainers, I've got one everywhere, but they're amazing, and they got me in really good shape.
And how did you prepare for this kind of grass? Because this is a little bit different playing on Bermuda, and how comfortable are you on it?
I'd say I'm usually not the most comfortable, but just not being in Florida often, but I hit a lot of greens, so I didn't have to chip around too much except the last hole, but yeah, just kept it simple. I mean, if I hit it good anywhere, then the grass doesn't really matter.
We don't want to keep your playing partners waiting too long. Go sign your card. Well played today.
Thank you.
Well done, Yealimi. And the bounce back from that swoon a couple of years ago. And here she is in position. Just 23 years old still.
Like what she said, you know, my rhythm was good. Certainly worked hard this offseason to off the golf course to get into good shape. And hey, doesn't matter what the golf course is like, what the grass is like, if you hit it good, hit it as well as she did today.
Shinati want to say in there, a couple of wins to her credit the last 2 seasons. Thailand, Bailey Tardy as well. Yealimi was a decorated amateur. She won